Well, the hijack is on for Lucas Paqueta. Looks like Arsenal are really going in for new targets by the start of this week. Remember in the first video I told you that 3 signings. Mikel Arteta has come out and confirmed to us that more signings are needed at Arsenal and they are coming in at Arsenal. When did he say that? He said that when Arsenal had just beaten Nuremberg by 5-3 in Germany before they really flew to Florida, where they're going to play the Florida Cup alongside Chelsea, Everton and very many other teams in there for you. So we are talking William Gallas. He really has lots of things to talk about. William Saliba who's returning to training to Arsenal, I think on Monday, that is tomorrow, but one, he's going to be with Arsenal in there for you. Then we are talking Benacer in there for you, a central defense midfielder playing for AC Milan in there for you, and we are going to weigh in. Can AC Milan really let this player go? He was formerly a Ghana, but AC Milan have just lost one of the players who was playing in that position, who goes by the name of Frankesi. Can they let him go in there for you? That's another question you're going to answer in there for you. We are talking Lucas Paqueta. We are talking Bakary Sagna, you know, that right back of Arsenal in there for you. He has really allocated, all come out and really stole a certain player who is so much energetic and his drive going forward is out of this world, known as Maximin, to go on and join a side which goes by the names of Arsenal in there. You have some Nuno Tavares in the mix and very many other stories into this episode that is closing our day, and that is what we call the last video of the day, which is Saturday, onto this channel in here, which goes by the names of Rokani Media Football. I go by the names of Rokani David. Rokani Media Football is the channel. Please smash the like button, comment and share, and if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go into the lower right bottom corner, smash the subscription button. For smashing it, hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel in there for you. Guys, subscribe, smash the like button, because this is what makes you a fully activated member onto this channel who won't miss out on the content that we provide in here for you. Remember, today we started with a video of how Ronaldo will fit in Chelsea. Then we came up with a Tielemans and Milokovic-Savic deal to Arsenal in there for you. And lastly, we've closed it with a Lucas Paqueta hijack. Where is Arsenal going to hijack this player from, and who are they hijacking him from? All this in this episode. Just stay tuned onto this channel of ours in here for you. Now, today, we've been having a story coming in from Metro. William Gallas on William Saliba. Remember, William Gallas crossed from Chelsea and joined Arsenal, and he was really given the armband to captain Arsenal. I remember that game when he cried when Spurs beat them, when they're just a game away from winning the Premier League. William Gallas cried, who was the captain, and people questioned Arsene Wenger that how can you bring in a person and give him the captains of the club, and he cries when you guys are really losing, you get? And he was donned shirt number 10. That's William Gallas in there for you. People who really called it a degrade, like degrading that shirt number in there for you. So William Gallas on Saliba, he has said he did well at Marseille. He had a great season with Marseille, but Arsenal and the Premier League is another level. I think he has to be patient. I'm sure Mikel Arteta will give him minutes to play, and slowly he will be in the starting 11 of Arsenal in there for you. That is what William Gallas had to say. He continued to say that when you have the opportunity to play, show them what you can do. Put pressure onto the manager. If you have the good performance, the manager will be under pressure. So when I really hear what William Gallas is telling William Saliba, is really what any professional player, any advice an ex-player of a club that player belongs to would give to that player that feels like he's not appreciated at Arsenal in there for you. William Saliba has been on loan for like 3 seasons in there for you, but this season that he completed in there at Marseille was so good. He was so good. He proved very many wrong, and he even earned himself calls ups onto the national team of France, and is expected to return to Arsenal on Monday. They are flying to America in Florida, where they're going to spend like 2 weeks in there for you before they return to play into the Emirates Cup against a side which goes by the name of Sevilla. So he's telling him that go on, work hard, prove the manager that you're good enough, and pile more pressure onto the manager, and the rest will be history. Because every time you put up performances, every time you put up good performances, there is the way you pressurize the manager, and the manager will get to know, all right, this lad really needs enough playing time, and he will get you on the field of play. That is what William Gallas is telling William Saliba. But Arsenal, William Saliba is lucky that he's having a manager like Mikel Arteta, because Mikel Arteta drifts easily to the player who is performing very well. I've seen him at Arsenal. Remember Martinelli was not starting any Arsenal games either for you, and not even getting enough playing time at Arsenal. But remember that game of Newcastle when Bukayo Saka got an injury, guess who came on the field of play? It was Martinelli, and he made an instant impact, and he scored that goal that really gave Arsenal a more comfortable lead, because the game was at 2-1, and when he came on, he scored the third goal, courtesy of that chip of Tomiyasu, and he really scored that brilliant goal. And ever since then, Mikel Arteta got him with his starting 11. You get? And the Emily Smith-Rowe's of this world went back to the bench. But he's lucky for that. If I told he was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at Manchester United, players like Eric Bay came up and put up performances that were so much exquisite. But guess what happened? The manager stuck all stick to Harry Maguire and Lindelof every time. You get? So that is how bad Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was. But when you look at a manager who goes by the names of Mikel Arteta, William Saliba is blessed. If at all he goes by the advice of the former Ghana, that is William Gallas, he's really going to go ahead and achieve the best from his talent, especially at Arsenal. But he has warned him and told him that just know that the Premier League is on another level. You get? It's on another level. Obviously, it's on another level, and this is where I come in and really tell a player who goes by the names of Agbeneloha, the ex-player of Aston Villa, that how come you really came out and slated Ben White, that he's overrated and William Saliba is really better than him. All right, if William Saliba is better than him, we will make that argument and come up with an ultimatum or with a final judgment when William Saliba comes to the Premier League and he plays well. That's it. But if at all William Saliba doesn't come to the Premier League and really puts it up to the levels we expect him to be, then Ben White will be a high in the hierarchy of Arsenal. So we'll leave that at that. And now let's get to Nuno Tavares. There is Robin Baina in there for you, freelance sports writer at transfer.com and goal in there for you. Has come and told us that Marseille have made Arsenal left back Nuno Tavares one of their major targets for the summer. El Pique reports Olympique Marseille want a player who is best at playing with three centre backs, a profile Jordan Amavi does not have. All right, I can see a lot of truth into this. You get, because they need a left back. And secondly, when you look at a player who goes by the names of Nuno Tavares from Arsenal, and Arsenal has a very good relationship with a man or with a team which goes by the names of Olympique Marseille in there for you. Olympique Marseille really qualified for the Champions League, and that's where William Saliba has been enjoying a very good spell. And they've just sold there another player who goes by the names of Guendouzi, and Arsenal were paid what, £9.5 million in there for you. So it shows you that Arsenal really have a very good relationship with Olympique Marseille, and this deal might come to happen, but a loan is more expected, according to me, because Arsenal are putting a price of 40 million euros on Nuno Tavares. And to me, I 100% believe there is a player in Nuno Tavares. But the rest where Arsenal are going, they don't really require a player like Nuno Tavares, who is really so much risk. The risk of really fielding Nuno Tavares is so high. It being so high leads to Mikel Arteta to go on and improvise. That's why he's looking in for Lisandro Martinez and maybe Glimando. So he really needs a left back who will deputize Kientieni, who just returned from injury. Remember the game they played yesterday, he played only 30 minutes, and Mikel Arteta came out and cleared the air that the reason as to why the player was really taken out on 30 minutes was their plan. He didn't get an injury, so he said he will play 30 minutes. The next game against Everton will play 45. The other one against Chelsea, he will play, is it Columbus in there for you? He'll play 60, and that one against Chelsea, he'll go ahead and play close to 90 minutes in there for you. That is how the manager said. So Kientieni, to me, I don't believe he will long stay at Arsenal. Arsenal will cash in for this player. They'll get cash, and the best plan they have is that let's loan Nuno Tavares and then bring in another left back, such that when Kieran Tierney leaves, because Kieran Tierney is worth 50 or 60 million pounds, Arsenal can really sell this player. After selling the player, they can bring back Nuno Tavares to really go ahead and play that left back position with the Grimando, because Tavares needs to go on and get and become strong into that position in there for you. So there must be a reason as to why this story is out, and Arsenal 100% looking out to go in and sell a player who goes by the names of Nuno Tavares in there for you. Now, we have one of the biggest stories in there for you. It's from a man who goes by names of Lucas Paqueta, the Brazilian. When you look at the midfield, he really plays very many positions in the midfield, but he's really good and one of the most interesting players I've seen in that Brazilian national team. He plays in that midfield with Freddy Rodriguez in there for you as they really strive for Brazil. So Football London has really come out and said via Football London, Arsenal are pushing hard to beat Newcastle to signing Lyon star Lucas Paqueta in there for you. So Newcastle are really wanting to get this guy who goes by the name of Lucas Paqueta. Remember, they got in Bruno Guimaraes, who was linked to Arsenal in the January transfer window. So you never know. Arsenal might be wanting to say, all right, you took Bruno Guimaraes. He was one of the players we are really targeting. And now we are really going to do a tit for tat such that we really level this up to Newcastle in there for you. So after that, the Football London continue to tell us that Newcastle are said to have made a 34 million pound offer for the Brazilian international, but it's also claimed that the Gunners are working hard to try and convince the player to join them in the coming weeks. Reports Football London in there for you. So Newcastle had put in a bid of 34 million pounds. It's being studied by the side where Lucas Paqueta plays from, but I really believe that it's still low to what this player is valued in there for you. So Arsenal joined the race officially to go on and get the services of Lucas Paqueta in there for you. The 24-year-old enjoyed an extreme productive campaign of 2021-2022 campaign, with Lyon netting 11 goals and providing a further 8 assists across all competitions, earning plenty of praise from Arsenal icon Thierry Henry in there for you. So that is really great. If I told you come in and play those games and you really get yourself involved in almost 20 goals a season, that is a very good statistic that can really entice any manager to go in and really want your services in there for you. So Thierry Henry really thrown lots of praises, and I'm really going to go in and bring in those praises that he really said about Paqueta, as I really come in here to let you know who Paqueta is in there for you. Then we are having a French journalist, transfer expert known as Ekrem Kuna. He has come out and said Arsenal are preparing to make an offer to Lyon for the 24-year-old Brazilian midfielder Lucas Paqueta in there for you. So Arsenal are serious on this, and we are waiting to see where this deal is really going to happen and end in there for you. So there is something I really want to share about Lucas Paqueta. Hope you guys will enjoy it. You need really to know about Lucas Paqueta and who this guy is in here for you onto this channel, which goes by the names of Rokani Media Football. Let's talk some Lucas Paqueta. Let's go statistics and facts in there for you. Let's get them onto your screen in there for you. So Lucas Paqueta, as you see on the screen, he's 24 years old. He's 24 years old. You get. He plays for League One in there for you. That is Lyon. That's where he plays. And he played 35 games in League One, 9 goals, 6 assists in there for you. And in the UEFA Europa League, he really played 9 games, 2 goals, and 1 assist in there for you, making it, this is 11, and those are 18 in there for you. In 44 games, he really registered 18 goal involvements in there for you. That's not a bad statistic for a player like Paqueta in there for you. But if I told you never knew about Paqueta, he plays lots of positions into the midfield. He plays as an attacking midfielder. He can play as a right winger. He can play as as an attacker in there for you. And his strengths are playmaking, high pressing,
ball control, and he has no outstanding weakness. That is Lucas Paqueta. Let me show you his heat map. Let me show you his heat map. Then you're really going to get to know that really there is a player in this guy in here onto this channel that we are really proving in there for you. That is his heat map. That is his heat map. You see his area of operation. You see it very well on your screen. That is his area of operation in there for you. Look at how this lad is good in what he does in there for you. So I think Arsenal are really getting in a player who is really good in there for you. When you look at the attacking, when you look at the attacks, goals are 9, scoring frequency 301 minutes to score a goal. Goals per game 0.3, shots per game 2.5, shots on target per game 1. That means he registers at least a single shot on target every game in there for you. That is Lucas Paqueta in there for you. Then let's go to big chances missed, 9 in there for you. When you look at the passing, these are assists. He has 6 assists. This is League 1 only. Touches 65.1. Big chances created 9. Accurate per game. Accurate key passes per game. He's at 80%. He makes 34. Accurate passes in own half 12.2. That is 91%. Then accurate passes in the opposition half 22.4, 73%. Long balls is at 1.5, 54%. Chipped balls 52%, and crosses in there for you. When you look at the defending of Lucas Paqueta, because he's not so much in the defender, interceptions 0.3, tackles per game 1.9, possession 1 0.8. There he looks to be a very average in there when it comes to defending, because that's not what he does most in there for you, but he presses for you as you want. Successful dribbles 69%. Total duels won 7.3. Oh, he really wins lots. That is 50%. Ground duels won 6.1. That is 51%. Aerial duels won 1.3. 48%. Possession lost 16.5. Fouls in there for you. So that is Lucas Paqueta in there for you. And I think you've known a lot about him into this session of Lucas Paqueta. But what I want to let you know about Lucas Paqueta is, I think he's one of those replacements for players that Arsenal never got, like Rafinha. When you look at a player who goes by the names of Rafinha, he was expected to come in at Arsenal to do the needful in there for you, but he said, I want to go and play for a side which goes by the names of Barcelona in there for you. So to decide to play for Barcelona, things are really tight, because a team which goes by the names of Barcelona has to decide in between him and a player who goes by the names of by the names of Ousmane Dembele. Ousmane Dembele has been offered a new contract. It's on the table. They've agreed all terms and conditions, but the problem is one: the board needs to decide. Are we staying with Ousmane Dembele or bring in Rafinha? Yet Xavi would need all of them, but they're not financially stable to go on and run all these deals. Remember, they also want to bring in Marcos Alonso as Paqueta, Bernardo Silva, Lewandowski. You get. It's like they want to bring in close to 5 or 6 other players. So Barcelona is all in a mess, and they're in a dilemma that they've never been in. So that is Lucas Paqueta. Arsenal looking at him as one of those players that can come in and play off the right wing where Bukayo Saka plays, because he can play there very well. He can play centrally as Martin Odegaard, in that position where Martin Odegaard plays as a central attacking midfielder, and he can even play onto the other left side when he's really attacking. So he's really good in there for you, and Arsenal look like they're really hunting down for a player to go on and put Bukayo Saka on pressure to come in and do what they are doing. If at all you thought that the Brazilian signings at Arsenal were done, then you are wrong. Edo and Mikel Arteta are going in for other Brazilians in there for you. So it looks like they want to make this a Brazilian fortress. But the good thing is that Brazilians are good. They know the game of football, and Lucas Paqueta is one of those that can come in and really figure out at Arsenal in a very good way. Now, last season, when Thierry Henry was appearing onto, it's called what? Is it the Amazon Sports? He had lots of things to say about Paqueta, and he really hailed him as one of the best players in the league. So, in his own words, Thierry Henry first said this on Lucas Paqueta: yes, I like dribbling and blind Yes, I like dribbling and passes, but I like is his desire, his activities, his selflessness, his commitment in general. This is not the case with all Brazilians. Therefore, so those are the qualities that Henry got out of the talent of Lucas Paqueta in there for you. Then afterwards, went ahead to say that a player who is fine is a little harder to replace, or he is less at the service of the team when he does not have the ball. What impresses me with this player is that he does both with a smile. So he helps the team when he's losing the ball. He helps the team when the team has the ball. So he's just quite a good player in there for you. So one of the attributes we said about him that really makes him stand out is his pressing. The way he presses very well, and he does it with a smile. That's what enticed Thierry Henry about this player who goes by the names of Lucas Paqueta. When I hate to say that, he defends and attacks with a smile. For me, that's why we can already speak of one of the best players in the championship. For you, so Thierry regards him as the best player in the championship, and as we stand, he is on the ladder of Arsenal, and Arsenal really want to hijack him from Newcastle, because Newcastle are really chasing for Paqueta to bring him at Eddie Howe's side in there for you. So we wait and see what really happens in there for you after all this long waiting for Arsenal to go on and really get in another signing after Gabriel Jesus, because after Gabriel Jesus, Arsenal has never gone ahead to bring in another signing. Remember, Arsenal has brought in 4: Marquinhos, Matt Turner, Fabio Vieira, and Gabriel Jesus. Yet a manager who goes by the names of Mikel Arteta wants 7 signings. So that means 3 to go in there for you. So we are waiting to see what Arsenal is really going to go ahead and do in all of this in there for you. So that is Lucas Paqueta on the ladder of Arsenal, and Arsenal looking to go on and snub another player who goes by the names of Lucas Paqueta from Newcastle in there for you. Now, we have Calcio Macedo in there for you. You know him very well. We've been really referring to him very well. He has come out and said he comes from Italy, and right now a story is being reported from Italy that Arsenal have made a 34 million pound offer to AC Milan for midfielder Benacer. The Algerian left the Gunners back in 2017, but the club are said to be interested in bringing him back to North London, according to Calcio Macedo. So this video confirms to me that there is something about Thomas Partey, and Mikel Arteta is so much in doubt whether Thomas Partey will be part of the season that Arsenal is really going to have. Yet the likes of El Nini have gone ahead to say that this should be our season. We should go in and win the Premier League. And it looks like that's the vibe in the dressing room and in the minds of the players and the management team of Arsenal, because they really believe that they can go on and do something better for a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. But they look like there is something that is not going their way, or the way they planned this season. Thomas Partey never went with Arsenal in Germany. You get sorry about that. He never went with Arsenal in Germany, and as we speak now, it's rumored that and alleged that he was arrested and then released on bail. And they say that late 20s, he's in North London, and police are really holding him on cases of rape. Not 1 woman, not 2, but 3. So Thomas Partey came out and posted yesterday on Friday, when Arsenal were really going to play against Newburgh, on his Insta story, and he posted that post when he was really donning that Arsenal jersey, and he put up a post that Arsenal versus Newburgh there for you. So it really caused a lot of stir online, but it doesn't really confirm to us that Thomas Partey is going to be with Arsenal in London. The only way we are going to come out and really relax ourselves and know that, oh, Thomas Partey is safe, is us seeing him in Florida. If Thomas Partey goes with the Arsenal squad in Florida, then he won't be the guy. And Arsenal as a team has not yet come out to really issue a statement about this, but there are allegations, so we wait and see what will happen out of it. That's why you see Arsenal is going in for a defensive midfielder in there for you for Bennacer. Bennacer was at Arsenal and he left Arsenal in 2017 and he has been at AC Milan, and let me show you what he did at a side which goes by names of AC Milan. This lad is one of the best that you can come in here and talk about. He goes by names of Ismaël Bennacer. He is an African, plays for Algeria, and he plays into that midfield very, 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 very well. When you look at his stats, they are so much amazing last season, and I'm really going to bring them onto your screen, and you're really going to come in here and see them by yourself in there for you. That is Bennacer. In the Serie A, he played 31 games. You get? He played 31 games, 2 goals, and 1 assist. That is the previous season that was concluded, and AC Milan were the champions of Italy in there for you. In the Champions League, as you see there, he played 6 games and scored 0 goals. In the UEFA Europa League, no, he never played the Europa League. So in the Champions League, he played 6 games, scored 0 goals in there for you. Now let's get to what we call SofaScore and see what he has for us from that side, because we need to know what he is good at. What is he really good at? And SofaScore is already here to bring us the facts about this player that Arsenal is really chasing at. SofaScore is showing us that is the heat map in there for you. He plays as a defensive midfielder in there for you. His strength are ball control, long balls, no outstanding weakness in there for you. So that is his heat map. You see him, he operates so much as a central defensive midfielder. You see him, even in the final third, he reaches, but he has minimal contributions in there for you into the final third. But you see, this is where he operates most, and that's where I see him really operates most in there for you. Let's go into what we call that defending in that. Let's see the passing assists. Has 44.5 touches made, big chances, that is 2, key passes 0.7, accurate per game, he's at 88%. That's really a very high passing accuracy rate. In his own half, he makes 12.9 passes, making a 92% accurate in there for you. In opposition half, he makes 17.5, 83% in there for you. Then accurate long balls, 2.167%, chipped in 52% in there for you. Let's go to the defending and see, because a central defensive midfielder is known by his actions in here for you. Interceptions per game 0.8, tackles per game 1.4, possession won 0.8, dribbled passed per game 0.9, clearances per game 0.5, error rate to shot 0, error rate to goal 0, penalties committed 0. When we go to the successful dribbles, 1.2, that is 77%. Total duels won 4.5% in there for you. Ground duels 4, that is 58%. And aerial duels won 0.5. There is not doing great in there for you, but possession lost 7 times, foul 0.8, and he got 7 yellow cards in there for you. That is Lucas Paqueta. Sorry, this is Bennacer in there for you on the side which goes by names of Arsenal. So Arsenal are really looking for this player, and they want to bring him at the side which goes by names of Arsenal. I'm telling the people of Arsenal that Arsenal is looking for more signings to make, and they do look like they want to get value for their money, and I know they're really going to get the right signings in there for you. Every day, at least for now, we are really getting a new player being linked to a side which goes by names of Arsenal. By the start of this week, it was Milinkovic-Savic. As it went on, then Lucas Paqueta came in through. There is Girmando who came in through. There is Lucas Paqueta, and there is Bennacer. So amongst all those, I think Arsenal are really going to get in some players next week. We might hear a here we go from Fabrizio Romano or David Austin next week, and we'll be all here to present you all the news that is really going to be aired to you in here onto this channel. Now, lastly, there is a story that I landed on, and I said, why not come in here and really say this? Bakary Sagna was a right back at Arsenal. He played under Arsene Wenger era, and he left in there for you. But he has given Alan Saint-Maximin, who plays for Newcastle, some good advice that I would love to see him play for Arsenal because it's a joy to watch. Because it's a joy to watch him play, and I think he would provide a spark and something different in the squad. I would love to see him wearing an Arsenal shirt. Guys, I don't want to come and talk a lot about this, but these are some of the stories I learned on Twitter, and I say, all right, let me leave them to my people, to this channel, to have their say onto this. Guys, would you wish Alan Saint-Maximin to join a side which goes by the names of Arsenal? And who do you think is going to displace in there for you? Because to me, when I look at Maximin, I look at him as a player who comes in directly into that team, but can he really displace Martinelli, Gabriel Martinelli? Because for Emily Smith Rowe he can, but for Martinelli, I think Martinelli has really raised the bar so high that no Arsenal fan would really love him to go into the starting 11 of a side which goes by names of Arsenal in there for you. So Bakary Sagna wants Maximin to come at Arsenal and do the job well, but do you wish he becomes or he became an Arsenal player? That's what I'm leaving you with onto this channel in there for you. And feel free to go in the comment section and tell me what your reactions are to the stories we've talked about. Lucas Paqueta, Arsenal trying to hijack Lucas Paqueta. Then we talked about a player who goes by the names of Benacer from AC Milan. Arsenal trying to put up an offer of £34 million. Then Nuno Tavares, we talked about William Gallas offering a lot of advice to William Saliba in there for you. We talked about Thierry Henry throwing all those praises on a player who goes by the names of Lucas Paqueta. I go by the names of Rokani David. Rokani Media Football is my channel that will really put on these stories, and you guys are enjoying them. Smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to go in the lower right bottom corner and smash the subscription button and hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. Good night, guys. This is our last video of the day, and we plan tomorrow to come in high gear to go ahead and get these stories done, and we get them out of the way. And let's hope that they're going to be a very big development in there for you that you guys will really enjoy. And I'll also be here waiting for any update as far as your teams are concerned to come in and get it rolling. I'm out.